Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville where a large police presence was hanging out around Arlington Boulevard and Evans Street earlier this morning as police needed to break the windows of a car to get a suspect out of the vehicle. It had happened around 10:45 a.m. A large police presence could be seen at the intersection of Arlington Boulevard and Evans Street in Greenville. Police tell WITN that officers tried to make a traffic stop on a vehicle, but it would not stop. After getting them to stop, officers say the person would not open the door. Now that led officers to breaking the windows to get them out of the vehicle. The name of the suspect has not yet been released. Police say a list of charges is expected for the suspect, who is now in jail. And we also want to turn our attention to a pedestrian accident that led to, well, fatal consequences. On Monday at around 9:40 p.m., Jacksonville police went to a crash at US 17 near Evergreen Drive. Now officers arrived on scene and found a person lying in the road. They were pronounced dead at the scene. During the initial investigation, officials say it was discovered that the pedestrian was crossing US 17 when they were hit by a vehicle which was still on scene. The identity of the pedestrian is not being released pending notification of next of kin. This is an active and ongoing investigation. Anyone with information related to this collision is asked to contact investigator Ira Patterson at 910-938-6402. You can find that number there at the bottom of your screen. And for those of you in Martin County looking for a little bit of a boost to your internet, we may have some news that you will appreciate as Fibe has launched a new fiber internet construction project in Martin County. Fibe's multi-phase project is set to bring fiber to the home, high-speed internet access to more than 2,100 homes and businesses, marking a major investment in the county's digital infrastructure, according to the provider. Now, Bo Coughlin, the CEO of Fibe, says the project represents a significant step forward in their mission of extending dependable internet access to rural communities. He said, quote, "Martin County residents and businesses deserve fast, modern connectivity that we're proud to advance this work as construction moves forward," end quote. Now, the company says the build-out will deliver Fibe's fiber internet services, providing residents and businesses with fast, reliable connectivity designed to support today's increasing digital demands. And now for a look at your weather forecast. Today, certainly a sunny day, but warm is not an adjective I would use to describe the air outside right now. Dry, yes. It used to be warm. It was certainly warm yesterday. But today, no such luck. We've got clear sunny skies across the east, and well, that is leading to kind of a fool's gold, if you will, a false hope. When you step outside, you hope that you're going to catch that sunshine and really soak it up and enjoy a little bit of heat to go along with it. You're just not going to get that heat. 39 degrees right now in Greenville with a west-northwesterly wind. Feels like 35 degrees, and that breeze is just a 6-mile-per-hour breeze, but even then it is having an impact. Right now we've got 40 degrees in Washington along the Pamlico River. Northwesterly wind at 10 miles an hour is making 40 feel more like 33. Just get ready for the chill if you haven't stepped outside yet today. It is present throughout the area. Right now, air temperatures kind of hovering right around the 40-degree mark. Some of us in the upper 30s, others in the low 40s. All of us, though, experiencing a northwesterly breeze that is blowing in at around 6 to 15 miles per hour. Wind speeds will gradually relax later on this evening, but for today, we'll be likely staying at that same level. By the time we get to around 4, 5, 6 o'clock tonight, we'll see more of a single-digit wind speed, but direction of those winds isn't truly going to change until we get into your Wednesday morning. At that point, we'll see more of a westerly breeze that will gradually turn southwesterly later, really Wednesday afternoon to Wednesday evening, and that will eventually warm us back up into the mid-50s by the end of the work week. Now, of course, we've got a few passing clouds rolling by late Wednesday evening, but for the most part, skies are going to be very clear and mostly sunny over the next several days due to a high pressure system that is going to be moving in from Kansas. There you see it moving over Arkansas. That high is going to do a great job of reinforcing that northwesterly wind flow across the east today, but as it sinks further south, that wind flow is going to slowly turn to the west and eventually the southwest, eventually increasing our heat. It's going to take some time, though. That big mess you're seeing along the west coast, all of that moisture, well, that is going to be moving, well, at least some of that moisture is going to be moving into the east coming up on Saturday. Right now, it looks like we'll see multiple areas of low pressure kind of break off from that mass of moisture, and one of those lows is going to be sweeping its way through the east on Saturday, particularly Saturday afternoon to Saturday evening. For now, though, we're looking at cloudy conditions from start to finish on Saturday, only to clear everything back up again on Sunday and staying clear for the following Monday and Tuesday of next week. But for right now, again, overnight lows for New Year's Eve night into New Year's Eve day, 34 degrees. But if you're wondering, okay, what's the temperature at around midnight? Likely sitting around the 40-degree mark, right around, I would give it around 41 to around 38 degrees is where I think most of eastern North Carolina is going to be by the time we hit midnight early Thursday morning. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.